Hello, good evening, guys. Welcome to the Duff Review show. My name is Vitus Saga, and I'll be your host of the night. Here at Duff Review, what we do is we listen to the best up and coming artists, and we give you honest, impartial feedback. Because sometimes you can make a great song, but you need to know exactly what it is that people resonate about it. Is it the lyrics? Is it the content? Is it the beat? So you can, as an artist, keep making more of that stuff, and that's our aim here, to give you impartial advice and constructive criticism when needs be in terms of application. And yeah, we're going to start off basically by playing songs that were submitted to us last week. Well, it's not last week anymore. It's literally on Sunday. And because now we were doing this weekly, we now do it once, not twice a week now, Wednesdays and Sundays. So feel free to follow us on our socials, Twitter, Doff Reviews, Instagram at Doff Reviews, Facebook at Doff Reviews as well. And as I was saying, we're going to be playing for you all your submissions. Feel free to submit to us. Either way, best way, we always keep saying, is through YouTube. However, as long as we see it, Twitter would be the second. We will do our best to play them all. Now, we will start off with a song that we were going to play last week, but we run out of time for, and that is Love Pains by Jay the Kid. Here we go. Right, I have just been informed that I need to play our new intro, so that is what I am going to do. Right. And there we go. Welcome back, guys, and welcome to the song Love Pains by Jay the Kid.
Baby girl, you're the reason I get all these love pains. Baby girl, I love it when you say my name. Baby girl, I love it when you say my name. Baby girl, I know you done been through things. You've been lied to, I will lie for you. I used to never try for you. Know I had my flaws, but I promise that I will ride for you. Baby girl, you're the reason I got all these love pains. These love pains in my chest help me take cautions and steps towards trying to find what is best for your heart. It needs rest. Your last man did the most, made you unhappy for jokes. Would put his hands on your throat. He took your soul, you big ghost. Cried always praying for hope. I know you wish you did more, but now I'm here, so let go. I'm here to do what he won't. And if he come around again, then I'ma catch a case. Cause I can't stand to see a man touch a woman's face. It ain't my place, it was before me, but you're better now. I know we fight and sometimes argue, but it's better now. I know I made a few mistakes and I can't take them back. I know at times I made you cry and I regretted that. Cause all that pain that I was doing would just add to that. Sometimes I look at you and think, how did I get so lucky? Sometimes I question why and if this girl do really love me. But I bet that you think the same, that's probably why you trust me. This is a song I wrote for you, it's my confession tape. Confessing if you take my heart, then just don't let it break. And I promise to do the same and to keep the pace. We love the same, but always show it in a different way. Maybe it's because our hearts are in a different place. This for that female in your phone that you thinking about. Makes you miss her eyes, her voice, and even miss her mouth. Not the kind to give you head, but I like it too. The kind that shows up with a smile and makes you smile too. And every time she comes around, it makes you feel so anxious. Cause she feel like your baby girl and not your replacement. I ain't dealing with no drama, you thinking the same. You my baby girl, I love it when you say my name. You don't gotta give me nothing, I can handle that. The only thing I want from you is always love me back. If I'm attached, I promise you I'm never looking back. Baby girl, I love it when you say my name. Baby girl, I know you done been through things. You've been lied to, I will lie for you. I used to never try for you. Know I had my flaws, but I promised that I would ride for you. Baby girl, you the reason I got all these love pains. Baby girl, I love it when you say my name. Baby girl, I know you done been through things. You've been lied to, I would lie for you. I used to never try for you. Know I have my flaws, but I promise that I will ride for you. Baby girl, you the reason I got all these love pains.
Brilliant, right? That it was Love Pains by Jay the Kid. Um, you know, there's a lot of times where it happens, and I think it's maybe a coincidence or something, but we always do manage to start the show off with a really, really good song. Even though I try my best not to listen to the music before, I go live simply because like I want to you know, give the first impressions that I do get of the song. So it's not something that's been kind of rehearsed or anything. Literally, as I'm hearing it, you're usually hearing this. So again, very good in terms of technical music. In terms of its technicality, in terms of the production value, should we say, very good, concise, clear lyrics, and yeah, I mean, there's a lot to love about that. The fact that it was I wouldn't want to say telling a story because it's not something that's over yet, but it's a reflection of the artist's life and what they're going through. Always a good way to literally write a song. And plus it was for somebody, which is we can all go all together now. Oh, and we all love such a thing. So yeah, Jada Kid. Matter of fact, for the clarity of the voice, I'll give you a tip at the top. And next we have Time Travel by Psy Surf. Yes, yes, that was Time Travel by Surf. And what can I say? That was a perfect little jingle. There was a lot of good stuff to say. It was exactly what it's supposed to say. It's a nice little happy trip. Um, beautifully, beautifully made. It was one of those ones where, in terms of I would say rhythm, or would I say I'd say more tempo. Tempo, like the tempo is perfect. You can just kind of tune, like, how do you say, zone out, but still you listen to it because you can't not be listening to it. But then you kind of, nice. It takes to a nice little zone. A lot of good things to say. Brilliant. Time Travel by Surf. Now, okay, we have a couple of you in the chats now, and yeah, hi Nick Domingo. Hi Desiree. How you doing? You guys have having a good night. Hopefully, we'll have some of y'all. Oh, hey, Hipster Pug, how you doing? Yeah, no, your name has come up on the list, so hopefully we will be getting to yours today. I don't see any reason why not so far. Um, all right, so let us know what you're liking so far and what you might not be liking so far. Just yeah, we're just people who love music and listen to music, making music. So this is what it's all about. So next, I have for you a show called Human Nature, Volker Milch. There we go.
Stop, I wanna jump off the world. It ain't over. You got no imagination when it comes to love me. Finally, I don't care. Finally, I don't care. Finally, I don't care. Finally, I don't care. Stop, I wanna jump off the world. It ain't over. You got no imagination when it comes to love me. Finally, I don't care. Finally, I don't care. Finally, I don't care. Finally, I don't care. Human nature. Human nature. Human nature. Human nature. Stop, I wanna jump off the world. It ain't over. You got no imagination when it comes to love me. Finally, I don't care. Finally, I don't care. Finally, I don't care. Finally, I don't care.
Yeah, that was Human Nature by Volker Milch. Um, Yeah, no, it's now there's a few songs that stand out to such a degree for various reasons. Um, Now first of all, I think we've got our first doff. Doff. I doff to you, sir. I doff to your work, and I doff to your future. Now, Human Nature Volker Milch got a doff from me because it took me back, right? And I hated when I compare songs to other songs, but it's a ballad, which reminds you of, Aerosmith and whatever. We know what a ballad is. But more importantly, it took a ballad and crossed it with disco, which is funny enough. I don't think you could ever have done that at any time before now. So that is one thing that I can say. Um, it mixed the two different, should we say, genres quite well. Um, and he hit a note for me. He hit a note for me that was so brilliant. Um, when he's saying no imagination, and he hits it so brilliant, and it resonates. It creates kind of like a ripple with the beat, and it takes it that much further. It was such a brilliant pairing of beat and music. um yeah, so that's why he got a Duff. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to keep going on because the show is still young and so is the night, right?
Can't get it out of my head. I'm a prisoner in my bed, shackled by these looping thoughts. What does it take to make it stop? Feeling hollowed out from all my doubts. Regret and remorse are stalking me again. When I'm looking around, I know where my thoughts are bound. Things I've done, things I've said, before the life that I have led. Can't enjoy myself or be around anyone else. I'm all locked up in my thoughts, chained by memories in my heart. Feeling hollowed out from all my doubts. Regret and remorse are stalking me again. Can't get it out of my head. I'm a prisoner in my bed, shackled by these looping thoughts. What does it take to make it stop?
Okay, now that was Doubts by Loops and Loops. classic. Can I call this emo rock? I think I can. I think I will. Exactly what it says in this genre. Um, the voice was a bit low for my liking, but that was only a matter of mixing, and that's the only thing we needed for it to be as good as it could have been. It was quite melan. There was quite a lot of melancholy, but I think that's exactly what the subject was. So by portrayed it in such a way, I think he did do that justice there. Now, there is a thing that I need to do actually. We are going to try out a new screen share feature. So what I'll do is I'll put on The Crucible by Krukels and I will get this particular segment ready. There we go. The Crucible by Krukels. Well, it didn't need to stop, did it? We're having quite a few technical difficulties tonight. I am not sure why. However, I will do my best to fix all this. Right. Sound, yeah? Brilliant. Now that was The Crucible by Crook Els. Um, again, you know what? I'm big into a couple of things in this particular song. I like what the whole overall vibe came to be. I like the very I don't know whether it was a flute or it was a wind instrument. It was a very bamboo sounding wind instrument with quite a wide girth, right? And it created a certain, how do you say, rare ethereal effect that I did like. It did take quite a long time to start. However, that was kind of, if you did end up listening until all the way halfway through it, then obviously you would be rewarded with that sound. I'm not sure if everybody would, but I did thoroughly enjoy that. You get a tip at the top there. And so I did promise that we were going to test out our new screen share feature. However, the video or the YouTube channel I have just looked at, and like I said, I try not to literally have a look at these until it is exactly the date. Um, doesn't seem to have an actual video, it's just a picture. So, what we'll do,
Actually, it's pronounced.
we'll play that, and we will see if we can find a video submission. If not, I'll go through the videos that we've had, and we'll test it out tonight. How about that? Right. So this one is by The Righteous Fist, and it's called Milwaukee. Here we go. Hope you enjoy.
Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Okay, now that was a Milwaukee by the Righteous Fist or Righteous Fist. Um, again, the submissions are getting really good. I mean, they've been good from the beginning, so keep it up, guys. First of all, let's get the negative out of the way. Production value, and I, as a emerging artist, or how do we say, underground artist as well, do identify with this particular struggle. You need more money to get better equipment. Well, I don't know how good they are. It might have just been the mix, but from where I'm standing, I think the talent is definitely there. And I mean, it's not like, oh, it's a little bit of talent. It's literally exactly what it's supposed to be. I think if the production value had been as good as, I don't know, name any big band, it would have just been a song by any big band. The thing that is missing out of all this is not the talent, it's not the instrumentals, it's not the vocals. I think it's literally probably what it was recorded on. Um, so if you want my advice, technically, Righteous Fist, just start gigging. Don't spend too much time doing the online thing. I mean, you can obviously try and do that, but I'd literally, you're ready for gigs. Just look for gigs, get that money in, and get to a better studio. That is it. So, for that as well, you get a tip at the top. The only thing that was lacking in, as I was saying, was the production value. So, very well done, though. I mean, what can I say? If the mic's not good, it doesn't make you not a good musician. It just makes the mic not the best, which is a shame because you need to be recognized in order to get the money to get that great equipment, which is just it's just a part of the struggle. But nonetheless, very well done. You get a tip at the top, and now we will move on to the bitter and the sweet by Michael Overmare. Oh, hi, Mike. How you doing? Okay. Um, that was The Bitter and the Sweet by Michael Overman. Um, yeah, no, um, there's certain calibers we all get to. It doesn't really matter too much about the how do you say, publicity side, marketing is what we're talking about. I mean, I think most of us are choosing to do it independently these days for a reason because the fame isn't really the most important part, even though it is kind of unimportant. It's not really that important. It's just part of it because you want more people to listen to your music. That's as is where it really goes as long as they're enjoying it. The point I'm trying to make here is this Caliber's there. I haven't really checked his numbers, but that was a beautiful. Would you say that that was intro outro? What was it? Would that be a bridge? Now there's exactly a name for this which is escaping me right now. But nice riffs, nice melodies, clear as everything. Yeah, brilliant so far as usual, Mick. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to 20 somethings, and that's by Jess Sinatra.
I remember being young and dumb and having fun. See a broad, I shoot my shot without a gun. Walk up like, how you doing, where you from? Not the 2 or the 3, baby girl, you the one. Excuse me, what's your name? She replied, Dominique, my name Jay. I'm not from around here, this where my cousins stay. Can't lie, you caught my eye the other day. And I just had to say, hey, I had to come and talk with you. I had to get a closer look at what God give you. I know niggas hella thirsty, you a tall picture. Or something sweet and petite, girl, you slim thicker. Give me your map, I'll text you later. Then her mom came out, said, see, you met the neighbor. That's when I had to be out, said, I'll catch you later. She gave a nigga a smile, that's the confirmation. I got confirmation.
You will know when it comes. We hope it never comes, but get ready. It looks something like this. There's a bright...
My niggas like, damn, man, she bad, yo. She might be out of your league, she used to assholes. If you seen what's in my pants, it's like a flagpole. Got me feeling the kind of way I didn't ask for. I never seen nothing like you. Yeah, it's kind of hard not to like you. Got me thinking about a ring, I might wife you. But let me slow it down, I know it's quite soon to be thinking about marriage and lacing you with some carrots. But I'm feeling you quite heavy, it's apparent. I know you think I'm not the type to bring home to your parents. I know they see a thug with his friends, music blaring. Nah, that ain't me at all. But let me take you out Friday, me along. Maybe you got a friend that you can bring along. Cause I got a homeboy that be down the road. Let your parents know I scoop you up at 8. She said, see you then, I can't wait, it's a date. Most niggas want snacks, this girl a whole plate. Man, I thank God that I spoke the other day. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I thank God that I spoke the other day.
Right, now that was 20 somethings by Jess Sinatra. Um, it was a short one, but I think it's a thing that it's good to leave it at the best of its possible degree. There was quite a lot going on for the exact um the work, should I say. It was literally 2 minutes of the most intense, or should we say, or vivid picture or wordings with pictures that you could go. Brilliant for what it is. Good work, keep it up. Now, by the way, I think you guys have seen me reach into type, but there's a slight discrepancy between OBS and YouTube, so I think my replies aren't getting through. So everything I typed, I'm just gonna quickly spiel through right now. So yeah, again, I think I've said hi to both our 3 guys here, and yes, that particular song, it did sound amazing. That 70s synth with the ballad song. Yeah, Hips a Pug, no worries, no worries. Thanks for actually dropping in anyway. We're here for about another 2 hours or another hour. Dropping whenever, and thank you for joining. Hey Scott from Cliftones, yo, thanks for your subscription. This actually helps us, and everybody keeps saying algorithm, so I'm going to jump on board and say, yeah, this will help the algorithm. I have no idea how it'll help the algorithm, but I have faith that enough people are saying it that it'll actually be true. So Yes, we were talking about the new screen share function. I am literally going to bite the bullet here, and I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. All right, let's see if this works. Let's move over to scene two. Whoa, and we're gonna turn it this way, and let's have it.
You say you love me like a gun in my hand. You say you love me like a funnel well. You say you love me and I want more. You say you love me like an open door. You're killing me inside out. You're ripping my insides out, and I like it. I kinda like it. I know I want you like 1,000 young stare. I know I want you like an antique scare. I know I want you, I can't survive. I know I want you and you leave me alive. You're killing me inside out. You're ripping my inside out, and I like it. Ooh, I really like it. You see, I need you like a knife in the back. You see, I need you like an acid attack. You see, I need you inside. You see, I need you like genocide. You're killing me inside out. You're ripping my inside out, and I like it. I kinda like it. I like it.
Brilliant. Right now, that was Inside Out with Puck Wrong single from the album Ethereal Material. Um, yeah, no, do you know what? Again, I think we're having mostly artists with ability to paint a picture with words, and that is a top tier ability that you know adds to the, how do you call it, efficacy of an artist. The ability to use words to paint a picture is, it's sorely missed. I mean, we don't do that too many times in terms of today's pop music. However, that was the big tick with this one. Um, in terms of the lead singer, I'm not quite sure. Again, like I've just got these submissions through. Um, there's a level of comfortability that you'll need to get in terms of being silly, because the best note you hit actually was the ooh, and that was the best note. It was literally because it was in, I think, his vocal range. It was I mean there was nothing wrong with that. It was just, I think, just a bit more work on the breath control. That is your next big area. That is, and except from that, the premise is great. Um, what can we say? There's a lot of good things to be said there. So yeah, that is not a problem really. So what we'll do now is we'll go to Twitter once again, and we'll have a look at the submissions that we have. Um, Now, actually, being absolutely slow on Twitter, what I decided to do is actually just go on Spotify because it's so much better for me right now. And then also I want to play on Twitter. So here we have AD Murray by Brian Donahue.
I've seen it all, lived a million lifetimes in one, can't be wrong. Lost someone, but haven't we all? Stand and fall among the many winding roads we go. It's all for one. In and out of this life, then we're gone. Like a winter's sun, low on the horizon, and you look so young, eyes so mesmerizing to me. Been down a hole, far too many, I've stopped counting. Lost my soul, found it down the beaten track alone. So on we go, looking back over my shoulder. Here's my phone, you can't stop time from getting older. Like a winter's sun, low on the horizon, and you look so young, eyes so mesmerizing to me. Like a winter's sun, low on the horizon, and you look so young, eyes so mesmerizing to me. Eyes so mesmerizing to me. You look so young, eyes so mesmerizing to me. Eyes so mesmerizing to me. Eyes so mesmerizing to me.
Okay, AD Marie by Brian Donahue. Okay. You know what? First of all, I think my favorite thing about the whole song was the acoustic guitar. I mean, and then in the end, it was almost rivaled by the church organ. Um, Again, the picture wasn't as clearly painted, but I got the message. The message was very efficient and very eyes so mesmerizing to me. Eddie Marie. I mean, artistic, yes, we'll give it that. So, yeah, not bad stuff. Just a little bit work on the vocals and a little bit work on the clarity of in terms of the mixing. But I can understand how that would be should we say hard to get right. So but yeah, still a little enjoyable. And it would be a lot more enjoyable if that was the genre that I was kind of into. It's quite folky, but yeah, it's still a good song. Now we're going to mosey on right over to Audio Mac, and we're going to listen to what I believe is a duo called Gladwell West. Actually, it is an artist called Gladwell West featuring Homies. Song called Crazy Love. Enjoy.
Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. I don't need no drama, my lady. Looking at our love is suffocating because of the way you treat me lately. Look at me, baby, look at me, baby. Tell me if you love me, I don't wanna fight. Maybe we should see a therapist for advice. Tell me if I'm right, tell me if I'm right. Cause the way you love me, it ain't right. I just wanna be loved and treated right. I know that you love me, just say now. Say now, baby, just say now. Baby, I'm stressed, baby, I'm stressed. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Remember when I saw you for the first time, I was happy. Just knew that you're the one I'm gonna spend my life with. Suddenly I see this love is getting weak and fading. No communication and I see it's complicated. You always mad at me, you keep suspecting me. You don't have trust in me, you're full of insecurities. Why, oh, baby, I don't know why you're tripping. You know how many cold nights I had to spend alone. And when I try to call, you don't pick up the phone. You know I love you, baby, forever you're my lady. I'll swim the deepest sea for you, I'll climb the highest mountain for you. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby. Baby, this love is driving me crazy. There goes love, baby.
Yeah. And that was Gladwell West with Crazy Love featuring Homies. Now, who remembers this kind of music when this kind of music was in the public mainstream? I'm not saying that, like it's not it's a valid genre, all right, but there was a particular time when this kind of music was everywhere. I mean, like, the auto tune with, the R&Bs. I don't know what happened to R&B as well, like I mean, it's still there. Obviously, there are people who live and die by R&B. I believe that. I know that, but it's just not as mainstream as it used to be. But everything comes and goes. I mean, Furbies were once mainstream. So yeah, no, honestly, I think it was, again, it had a good level of depiction or storytelling. It there was a transition between a love song and a breakup song, which kind of confused me a little bit because it was crazy love, but it made sense. But then there was a bit of, well, it's not really crazy love anymore. It's a crazy heartbreak or crazy. But anyway, that's besides the point. I think we all free to do things like that in our music without feeling like we should be judged or something. But I'm just trying to make the show. So, yeah, no, there was a little bit of a point where I was a bit confused. I thought the feature was there and then it wasn't anymore. So again, I think there were just artists that had similar styles that worked together, not a problem. Mostly good stuff. Mostly good stuff. So now we going to apparently deviate from Spotify for a bit in an attempt to try and play a couple of songs that aren't on there, because then it seems like we're only paying attention to Spotify. But like I say, right, I have no idea why that started playing there, but changes plans to go back on Spotify. As long as it's on the playlist, I think we're okay to play it. And it doesn't seem it's the very last one. Oh, yeah, we've literally just updated the playlist right now. The playlist has just been updated, and for some reason it decided to play the very last song that was put on. That's exactly what happened. That confused me for a second there. But since that's literally has just been added on the playlist, I don't think it's fair to the rest of you who did it in time to, play it. But it got 20 seconds. That's pretty much the thing. So else apparently let's not update it while we're live on the show if we can help it. But if it does happen, I'll just go straight to Spotify and you know. So yeah, no, it was a very good 90s tune. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, who remembers like when this music? This was, oh no, it was a group. It was a group. I mean, I personally only listen to R&B when I have women around. Don't tell them, but it's just a thing. It has its purpose and its time, and I'm telling you, it's one of those songs. So yes, we are going to not play that one, despite the because obviously other people have submitted first, and I'm going to do exactly the thing that I was going to do that I did a U-turn from. We have a close tab, and we're going to go back because I was like, nothing's playing on this thing. Where's that music come from? Right. So we have Extreme Dream. I'm pretty sure I saw a quick thread of what was supposed to be played here. But it was a particular conversation that I just scanned through, and it doesn't seem to be this particular person. But let's just play the feature song, Extreme Dream, Rain.
you've done to our love. Look what you've done to our love.
Okay, so that was Rain by Extreme Dream. Um, First of all, that was a lot in one particular song. I mean, judging by the cover work and the art style that's chosen by the artist, which I think I can show you quickly. Now it does that kaleidoscope thing. Wow, ooh, forever. As you can see here, yeah, it's kaleidoscopic. Very contemporary also is a word I just picked up from the, and it is exactly that. I like the mishmash of different, there was an instrument here for about 10 seconds and and I also like the guitar, the epic guitar solo. Well, it wasn't exactly a solo, but the epic guitar crescendo at the end. The only thing that I can't help but feel is that maybe this song is a bit maybe confused. I'm not sure because I personally like the rain. I think it's a good thing because believe me, none of us would be here if it never rained. But I understand the imagery or the symmetry or however way what rain is used to represent, which is obviously tears and sadness and whatever. I don't know why rain has got such a bad rep, but it does, and that's just what's in the public zeitgeist anyway. So saying that, I was happy at the end. I thought I was supposed to be sad. I don't know. Maybe the rain went away or something. I don't know. But like it was a very sad breakup song and it was an epic guitar solo. I was like, wow, that's a bit confusing, but still good songs. You know what I mean? It's still a good song. So yeah. So maybe in future, I don't know. But maybe then again, that is the whole mishmash of things again. I don't know. But still, good song. Right. So just so we can clear off the list from the last week's entries, which I didn't manage to play because I feel that's actually quite important. I think my producer Els as well would agree that it's an important thing to keep making sure that no one sends it and we see it and we don't eventually play it. As long, obviously, as much as in order. Now is a good point to mention that there is a queue jump function availability in which I believe the price is if you check our Patreon, Doff Reviews, DOFFREVIEWS, you can get how to spell it from our live stream anyway. Literally I believe it was $10, so less than £10 it will be. We'll play your music straight up, and this is going to be more and more important as the days continue. But right now, it's not too important. But I think you guys have been pretty much showing us support. You can also do it just to show support, and like I said, we play it straight away. And this is just a feature. It's not what you're not paying for a good review. What you're paying for is to skip the wait. We're always going to give you an impartial review. I think our reputation depends on that, and we are critically aware of that. So you're not paying for sweet words. What you're paying for is to be the first of them to be played, and so that we can give you a reflection of what we think. Because I listen to music, I'm quite a heavy consumer of music, so I know what a fan would like or an audience would like, and I do also create music, so I can identify with quite a few sides of the others. And again, we're here trying to make sure that we're reviewing music. That's what we do. But you don't pay for the review. I can't stress this enough. What you pay is for the queue jump. So and again, you get to support us and then make sure that we're putting more time into this, and also we're making the show better for you guys as well. So yeah, no, I'll say that a few times, and whenever you're ready, guys, you can jump on. We'll still be here listening to your music and doing what it is because like I say, I'm enjoying. I'm having a good time. So that is, a good way to just make sure that you can just kind of play, listen to what we've got to say, and then take the, should we say, criticisms or the praises and maintain the good bits, and also, just remove the bad bits and improve, because everybody wants impartial advice that's not just, well, insults or just praises, somewhere with a bit of both. But honestly, if there's nothing bad I've got to say about something, then there's nothing bad I've got to say about it. If there's nothing good I've got to say about something, then you know what? But I don't think there's such a thing. You can always find something good, I'm pretty sure, in something. If it's just the fact that the person took their time to express themselves to the world, that's good enough for me. However, there's the tips and then there's the doffs. So again, you don't pay for any of that stuff. You just pay to be played first. That's it. Right. So now we are on SoundCloud again, and we're playing an artist called Zem from Jozi, South Africa. Okay, this will be interesting. I bet you anything, because that scene has been growing for a while, but I have no idea what to expect. Let's see.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hello. It's a new era. Terror, upset, wishing life was fairer. Seems like the end is drawing closer each day. Okay, IDK, which part of my mind is it that you wanna swipe? What is it you call that your call does say no way? I see you changing DK, walking on that path, wrong way, okay. Reposition and think, all of this shit, yeah, it definitely sink, it link, yeah, it's written in ink, so the confessions in a blink, wink, wink, can you think, when you're right, and amidst the crowd, and me just getting loud, and you're forced to bow. Yeah, we're sitting in the back, way back, where it's black. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, that's Deadlock by Zem. You know what? Thank you for the 3 songs in one over there. I think it's one of my quickly becoming one of the favorite things that I like about music, when it does something in the beginning and does something in the end. So I feel like I've heard 2 different things. Obviously, an artist might feel like they'll run out of ideas, but I don't know if one can ever really run out of ideas. I'm getting a lot of bad girl vibes right there. I understand what's the angle is. So obviously I love the experimental nature of it. It's not just sticking to one thing and trying to be safe. I think that if I listen to more of her songs, that is exactly what she's trying or she is doing quite successfully. I think the only thing I can maybe suggest is to add a bit of and this is a very dangerous one, a change in volume, but I think you'll understand what I'm trying to say there. You know, like the Whisper song, if anybody remembers, the Whisper song was everywhere because it managed to do that thing with the whisper. If you shout, people kind of draw back. If you whisper, people tend to lean in. It's a thing. So I think that's something you'd have a lot of fun playing with them, and it'd be straight up jolly. So yeah, no, good song. But I don't think you've quite nailed what it is you're getting to yet. I think maybe in another 2 years, maybe like it will be a very, very mainstream contending song with your own style on it, and it will be such an amazing thing to see because a lot of people just kind of stick to a thing. Yeah, so great, Raisin. Right, so next we have Sons by the Tracker Brothers.
Fire away.
now that was Sons by the Tracker Brothers. Um, do you know it? It was a very, very good song, but I couldn't for the life of you tell you what they were talking about. It was such a psychedelic song that I was enjoying it. There's there's two ways I like to enjoy my music. One is intellectually, and two is emotionally. I don't know whether people are aware of it, but that's pretty much as far as I'm concerned. I mean, there's also religious music which you enjoyed on a spiritual level, I suppose. But for those not in the gospel or chanting side of things, they're the same thing, right? Like spiritual music is, you know, anyway, or worshiping or prayers or whatever. But it was such a side transy thing that I think I would just skim over the earth just spun around to the face of the sun again, quickly drawn fire, hey, it's all a game. Yeah, that's so far out there, man. It is definitely something that I know exactly the place in which music like this will be listened to, and this is not exactly a family show, but I am not going to instruct that actually. But yeah, nah, beautiful. Like I love the out of this world spacey vibe. Also the auto tuning of said um as we say, the voice too much, you know, the very vibe of the track was beautiful. It was great. It is just proof that, you know, sometimes you can do without an element of a song and it'll still sound good. Um, Now, Nick Domingo, yes, I have scanned about and I have literally quickly seen it on the Twitter. But again, you know, there's a couple of things I'm trying to do at the same time, so I didn't fully scan it through, but I've left it on that particular place on Twitter, and I'll try and see where it's supposed to go and play it in the right order. But honestly, thank you very much for getting back to me with the original version of the song, because as soon as I heard the acoustic version, I was like, well, then what does the original song sound like? So, thank you very much for getting back to us with that, and I will get that played as soon as is the appropriate time. But yes, Nick, thank you for reminding me as well. It is about. I've seen it. I've taken note of it. And Desiree, you are more than welcome. Feel free to keep sending them in because again, like it's always nice to hear from someone else, because you know, even if people listen to it, you don't know what it is that they've heard about it, what it is that, you know, they like, or and this is just one person's opinion. Obviously I can't speak to everybody, but I'll try and speak from the side of the listener more than anything, and more for the point of view to know, yes, I did well here, or I could improve here. This is just something I never thought about. Maybe I should do it. Whether it's the cover art or whatever it is, you know, I just let you know. And some of the things you'll already know, but sometimes when you know, or you know, it is firm over there, you can actually step there, then you know you can do it with a bit more confidence, and when you do it, you're striding on you really. So yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for submitting your music, and you're absolutely welcome. Any more music, you can submit different songs as well. We're not gonna say, oh, you've submitted a song, that's it, we've heard all you have to say. No, we also do it to express ourselves, so we appreciate that as well. So what I'll do is I will play the next yeah, no, we lost our place when we added the new song. And funny enough, Nick, I can see the acoustic version right here, but for some reason, the date added is not strictly, and I know why, because obviously they were put in as the show was on, and we've only literally just updated it today, because you know we do have other things to do as well. But right, we were at we've done, funny enough, quite a few of these. Now we were at Ink My Head by Kubota.
Insecurities are plaguing me, yeah. Prison in my head, no breaking free, yeah. I've got enemies, yeah. Always telling me, yeah. I ain't worth the time or effort for my friends and peers, and I believe. Sugar in my brain, no cavities. Hyperactive thoughts are bouncing off the walls, no gravity. Blocking all my options cause I'm watching introspectively. And I've got lots of room for progress and it makes me feeling weak. Always looking for the exit, never getting out. Hey. Moments where I forget but they always come around. All my baggage weighing down with added pounds from self-doubt. I felt my presence is a nuisance even though it's to myself, yeah. I've been running around, trying to catch my breath and find some answers, but I'm slowing down. I've been searching for the goal, but I ain't digging through the ground. Let me be outside my head a minute, help me slow it down. Round and round, it's going in my head, going in my head, going in my head. Round and round, it's going in my head, going in my head, going in my head. Loops in my head from sunken ships, burned bridges and pointless trips. Never really been the one to face my nemesis. Step to it, no shield, no defensiveness. My restless pessimism comes with an addictive itch, thick calluses. With a critical eye on my actions from the past tense, and I cringe looking back at it. But that's what growth is about. Never settle down what you used to allow. Always on the prowl for a better route. Even with the doubts, the highs feel great, but expect to come down. I'm dumbfounded that I've been round, trying to keep my mind sound grounded at my hometown. I expect my anxiety will come around. Just need time for myself every while. But all these voices in my head are keeping me on edge. Always hearing noise and I don't know how to silence it. I don't really hate myself, but if I had to choose a person, I would look into a mirror, point my finger towards it, and it goes round and round, it's going in my head, going in my head, going in my head. Round and round, it's going in my head, going in my head, going in my head. Round and round, it's going in my head, going in my head, going in my head. Round and round, it's going in my head, going in my head, going in my head.
I've been running round, trying to catch my breath and find some answers, but I'm slowing down. I've been searching for the gold, but I ain't digging through the ground. Let me be outside my head a minute, help me slow it down. But I've been running round.
Okay, now that was In My Head by Kubota. Um, Look, I watch anime, all right. I knew that name was Japanese as soon as I heard it, all right. So anyway, I checked it up. I looked it up, and well, honestly, except from the fact that there was a bit of a tinge of an accent in the voice, there was also one very obvious thing to me, which was the guitar playing. It was a very clean Yamaha kind of Gibson vibe. If any of y'all know about Yvette Young, then you'll know of basically the kind of style of tightly, like it's quite high pitched but really skilled and really played. Um but yeah, no, that it all came together to make a very, very interesting and very unique sound. Um there was a lot of internal, excuse me, should I say, dialogue or turmoil that takes a bit of bravery to speak in open and address. And I think usually when an artist does this, they do this to suggest or to let people know that they're not the only ones doing this. And this is kind of this is the way Triple X Temptation actually does it. If you hear the beginning of it's my favorite album, but bear with me, it's literally been a couple of years since I heard it again. But I heard it this morning, but I wasn't looking at which one was it? See, now I feel I need to prove myself, which I will not. But I know exactly because I know what I'm about to say, so I must have heard the album right. And in the beginning of this album, he says something about, I do not value your money, I value your loyalty. And he goes on to explain a few things, and in hopes that it numbs or at least kills your depression. And this is exactly the same kind of thing. And we love people that do that because it's a form of self-sacrifice that still heals the person. And I can't tell you how that works, but that's just human nature, right? That's another thing I liked about it. Yeah, no, there was lots of good things to say. Some that I can't really remember now because the list is so long. The guitar playing, the actual saying, the fact that it is actually unique. So you know what, quarter, you get a tip off the top. Right now, I've just got a message in from admin, or and also the okay now. Else we need to, okay, so apparently there are scammers going about. I have no idea what to say because I haven't really spoke to the scammers yet, but yeah, no, look guys, we're a little bit I don't want to say, look, I didn't get on the internet yesterday, and neither did my producer, but apparently we have people coming to us asking us different stuff. It's not going to help you. If anything at all, what I can do is I can actually literally, if I really had the time and I was interested in doing that, would just either email that thing. I could show this to the camera right now, or I could connect it and pull that and then literally put it on screen and ruin your whole entire scamming thing because people would be able to see it then. Yeah, so what was the name? Sipa Akhtar, SIPAAKTHER. We are not artists, no. We are Doff Reviews, and literally we know what this is about. So yeah. Anyway, we all have to deal with this. So on with the show, because as they say, the show must go on. And yeah, so thank you guys for your submissions. And like we said, we are on social media, Facebook, Twitter. We are also on Instagram, and yeah, we have an email as well. We're also on Patreon. Thank you for supporting us. It is in the description as well, and so is the PayPal. So if you feel like it, yes, we're up for that. So next, funny enough, we have Up by Double Stacks. Here we go.
Well, alright. Hella appetite going up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Going up, going up, going up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. I was down bad till I focus elevated. Going up, going up, going up. Can't stop, won't stop, cause I'm dedicated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Rolling up the gas, I'm about to get medicated. Going up, going up, going up. Play with the guap and you gon' get regulated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. I was down bad till I focus elevated. Going up, going up, going up. Can't stop, won't stop, cause I'm dedicated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Rolling up the gas, I'm about to get medicated. Going up, going up, going up. Play with the guap and you gon' get regulated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Chasing the bag so long, I'm exhausted. Stacking up paper another day in the office. Hell appetite, CEO, bullshit. Found my mind, really had lost it. Got it together, I'm doing way better. Never was dumb, I was always clever. I'm a busy man working on my devils. Drink a little Wayne, I want this forever. Smoking gas while applying pressure. It's hot with the iron, black and decker. Eating not enough, I'm rolling extra. Walk in the club, change the weather. Ladies through the rain, out sunshine in my life. Falling on niggas, forcing a highlight. Winter 2-3 in my zone like Twilight. Hand in the phone, cold as your ice. My motivation, get to the bag. On the road to riches, had to find a path. For count when I'm counting, take time with the math. Coming for everything that I never had. Fucked up my money, then I made it back. Get it legal now, used to save in the trap, I run it up. Niggas hating it, mad, got buff with the stick. Rules with the stack. I was down bad till I focus elevated. Going up, going up, going up. Can't stop, won't stop, cause I'm dedicated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Rolling up the gas, I'm about to get medicated. Going up, going up, going up. Play with the guap and you gon' get regulated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. I was down bad till I focus elevated. Going up, going up, going up. Can't stop, won't stop, cause I'm dedicated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Rolling up the gas, I'm about to get medicated. Going up, going up, going up. Play with the guap and you gon' get regulated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. I've been running it up like track stars. Serving the hood, I'm a trap star. Found a new way to get my bag large. Hop in the booth, spit crack bars. I be race for a bag, NASCAR. Staying legit, not that hard. Need a big crib, bigger backyard. This can't be on forums, Jaguar. Stay on my grind, just so I get it. Money stacked up, taller than mix. When the workout, lose weight,
Plain and Phillies, got the way flipping, gold medal Jimmy. Always kept some working back. Trigger finger, itch like it's ashy. Being broke when we had me aggy. Still I focus like popping addies. I was down till I leveled up, elevated. Now about to blow up, detonated. Nigga been working to get 48. I ran it up in the field, soccer play. Keep it restrained and sort of flavor. Gas so loud that it wake the neighbor. Turn to a secretary touching the paper and turn to a shooter when addressing the hater. I was down bad till I focus elevated. Going up, going up, going up. Can't stop, won't stop, cause I'm dedicated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Rolling up the gas, I'm about to get medicated. Going up, going up, going up. Play with the guap and you gon' get regulated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. I was down bad till I focus elevated. Going up, going up, going up. Can't stop, won't stop, cause I'm dedicated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Rolling up the gas, I'm about to get medicated. Going up, going up, going up. Play with the guap and you gon' get regulated. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, going up. Going up, going up, going up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Going up, going up, going up.
Yeah. Okay. So that was Up, and Spotify, you're not doing me any good right here. Right, because I loaded the song, and for the funny reason, I'm gonna go back just so I can say this. Right, that was Up by Double Stacks. You know, I doff to you, sir. I doff to your music, and I doff to your future. Right now, you get a doff, Double Stacks, because if y'all noticed, by the end of the song, I was comfortable enough, and it was just a single play. This is exactly what you want at least one of your songs to be, in which the audience can comfortably and confidently sing to it, because it's so simple yet so good, right? That in one or two listens, it doesn't have to be a single playthrough, but very quickly the audience can just sing along to it. It takes a certain kind of flair or artistic ability to take, first of all, a single word and turn it into a song. That's the second thing. Actually, there's two things here. I mean, first of all, you can sing to it, and second, you can take one song. They don't have to be in the same song, but that is one thing. That's two things that gets me. The beat was very good hip hop. Again, it wasn't the most intellectually driven, but I understood what he was saying, and I followed it, and I agreed with it. Basically, I didn't have to like everything he said, and long story short, but it was classic hip hop, and it was very good. So it wasn't even exactly it's new hip hop kind of, but not quite mumble rap, but it's there, it's on the edge. So next we have Phoenix Rising by Domingo. A. Okay, no, I'm impressed. It was it was do you know what? At first I was like, well, I prefer the acoustic version, but then as the crescendo came in, I was like, well, I don't know. It started off not as strong, but ended up just a little bit stronger than the acoustic version, which is kind of weird. It's like, but yeah, no, it's very good music, very good video game music. I mean, I could chop the end and put it as intro music, and chop the ending, the beginning, put it as intro music, and chop the ending and put it as outro music. Very good for what it is. Again, I love the slow build up in which everything kind of came together and just got more and more intense. It doesn't feel like I was struggling to keep up or anything. It was quite nice. And I realized the only reason why it's not as good as it sounds first time to me is because the first one was so awesome. But still, it did live up to its expectations, I have to say. Really pleased with that. You know what? The Phoenix Project Part 1, I will do my best to listen to that when we're off air right now, but we've got quite a few submissions to go through today. Yeah, no, I wish Spotify was kind of not the way it was, but it is the way it is, and it's for an average consumer, and I don't believe I am the average consumer, but here we go. Right now, we have next for you, Domido, Inoxidables. Okay.
Quiero estar allí otra vez contigo.
Okay, that was Dormido by Inoxidables. Um, every single time I get a song in that I don't speak the native language or the language spoken in it, and I still enjoy it, there's just such this pride. It's pride in both um my craft or our craft rather, which is music. And it's been said again, so I won't repeat it because that's just. And also in the artist who created such a piece of work. I mean, art does um different things. It stirs emotion, whether it's joy, sadness, anger. Um, it enlightens. Um, and I like, what else could you tell me, if you would please, that would let me know what somebody I have never met before has recorded, right? Well, it could be video and it could be written word, whatever, right? Or a painting, right? But without my eyes, fair enough. There, I've just basically removed your only thing you could say could make me feel what somebody felt in a time before this time in a place that is not this place. That is the incredible power. I felt that it was a light-hearted song. Now I have no idea what Domido means, but obviously it's not something that's a bad thing. It's something that's quite hopeful. And it could have been. It's definitely a positive thing. It left me with a positive influence, even or a positive. It left me in a good mood, should I just say? Even though I didn't quite fully understand it, it was very relaxing. And you know what? You know what? You get a tip of the top inoxidables, even though I can barely say that. That's fine. Right now, we're looking at the list right now, or I'm looking at the list right now, and it will take another hour to get through at the very least everything. And I have literally based my calculation on a 3 minute per average, and some of these songs are 4 or 5 minutes long. This exact last one was 5 minutes 7 seconds long. So on that basis, just so that it's not too long, because 2 hours is a long enough thing for someone to give their attention to these days. I mean, TikTok is literally 10 seconds long, and we appreciate everybody who sits down and tries to discover new music, who listens to us and gives us that much of a time. But in order to not make it too much like church, we're gonna not make it 3 hours. That's definitely a very long time. If we're doing a special, that's a different deal. But for now, what I've decided to do is I'm going to get to. We are on 71 for the whole of the playlist. I've played maybe about 15, 20. I will basically do it to a particular song which I've seen, which is Broke Your Chains. That will take another 25 minutes. So yeah, that is what I'm thinking right now. I will let you know exactly what we're doing. But for now, I will play Dystopia Hindsight by Semitonal, The Invisible Wire from the album Hindsight. I might have butchered that a little bit, but enjoy. Dystopia Hindsight mixed by Semitonal, Invisible Wire. Here you go.
Never again.
And that was Dystopia by Hindsight. Yeah, it could do the thing with a colon. Yeah, that was Dystopia by Hindsight, Semitonal and Invisible Wire from the album Hindsight. Now I got early 2000s. I can't believe I'm forgetting this exact name. I've been trying to remember the name since the song started, and it's not coming to me. Um, However, I mean, you might be able to remember this. It had a music video which people were blindfolded and running through stuff, which is an amazing video. But it gives me those vibes. The thing that amazed me, and you could see me putting in other headphones, and sometimes I do this because I can't hear, but sometimes like I don't know, like I'm wondering what's going on with the quality. But this particular time, I was actually like in disbelief as to I'm actually hearing everything because I was hearing everything, and I just wanted that full kind of. I wasn't sure whether the panning was done to one particular side or not, but it was strange how the instruments, probably because they were so treble, were loud and clashing, but they didn't clash with each other. They were clashing because they were meant to be clashing in the ear, but they didn't take anything from each of them, and there was so many of them. So I just had to double check whether I was missing something, whether there was a bit of it that was doing that. And no, it wasn't. So quite a lot of influences there, quite a lot of instruments for that chaotic feel that they were going for, which they didn't absolutely nail. Um and obviously, the Never Again, I'm not sure from whose perspective. I'm not sure if there was a perspective or even if there has to be a perspective. But I heard a bit of complaints about social media. So, again, I think it was this is one of those pieces of art that, as I was mentioning earlier, was designed to affect or disturb the would we say the observer, and the observed was more of an intellectual thing. So by disturbing your emotions, I'm not sure if they were conscious of this is what they were doing, but they will be as soon as I mention it, even if they weren't, which they probably are, is by disturbing your feelings, they get your mind to work on something or to pay attention on something. And it is a tactic which maybe, we've used for a long while, even if you've not been able to put it as a word or in eloquent, should I say, as a species. Very good work. Very good work. I'll give it a tip of the top. I'll give it a tip of the top. So that's Dystopia, excuse me, by Hindsight, Semitonal, Invisible Wire. Now, I have until I am going to sign off for tonight because we have just hit the 2 hour mark, and like I said, 2 hours is about pushing it, but you know what, when I get started sometimes you can't stop. It's kind of like Pringles. So reconnection successful. Okay, great. Right now, okay, Nick, right, yeah, no worries, no worries. I mean, brilliant. It's good work. I could just literally sit there and listen to that for a while, and then see what you decided to do when you decided to do it to a level which I don't think I could. So EP when yeah, no, okay, fair enough. I'll give it I'll give it a listen. So now I was saying something which was I have we tried to keep this about 2 hours long. So bearing that in mind, I did see I Broke Your Chains when I basically sat down to kind of just have just a quick overview of things to see how maybe I might approach this tonight. How many songs where I left off from, how long the list has grown. And I'm going to go with Gust, David Weston, Angry Birds by Lakon, Breathless by JC Miller, and I Broke Your Chains by Mike Scissor. Okay. There we go.
Oh shit. Yo, for real, man. Come fuck with me one time. Fuck it. Beat up in my inbox all the way from Moscow. Gotta pull it up, show 'em how we get down. I be feeling lit, I be riding round town. Smiling at a couple strangers, they gon' listen to the sound. my shit and I flow. Back on my shit and I vibe. I was just feeling so low, now I be feeling so high. Lately I took all the drugs and I put them to the side. Sometimes I sip Mr. Shrooms when I'm alone in the night. Feeling alive, I'm gonna strive, I'm gonna fight. And if you don't feel okay, please do not keep it inside. Pride, keep it in check. Tell me why you seeking out that respect. Looking rich but you be living in debt. One day we all gonna die. Yeah, one day we all gonna die. One day we all gonna die. Wondering why you didn't look her in the eye. Time passing by, head up looking at the sky. We can just go for a drive. Let it go, baby, we learning to fly. Yeah. Beat up in my inbox all the way from Moscow. Gotta pull it up, show 'em how we get down. I be feeling lit, I be riding round town. Smiling at a couple strangers, they gon' listen to the sounds on my feet. Trying to find that new balance. This ain't nothing new, nah, I ain't no new talent. Blew up on the net, that was few years ago. Got caught in the net, yeah, few years ago. Running through my veins like I'm running through the city now. Emanating peace like I'm Jesus Gritty now. Put up in the homie. Friday night would've called up my phony. I could see you phony, I could see right through ya. Ghost of my past trying to be times two, bro. Divide then subtract, no thought, just presence. Lately I've been on that vibe, I done learned my lesson. I ain't got no questions, I just wanna feel, bruh. I just wanna heal, bruh. Thoughts be so aggressive, focus on my breath as I take in the message, yeah. And the devil tryna get in. In my inbox all the way from Moscow. Gotta pull it up, show 'em how we get down. I be feeling lit, I be riding round town. Smiling at a couple strangers, they gon' listen to the sound. Beat up in my inbox all the way from Moscow. Gotta pull it up, show 'em how we get down. I be feeling lit, I be riding round town. Smiling at a couple strangers, they gon' listen to the sound.
Yeah, that was Gust by David Weston. That was a vibe. That was a vibe. That was vibe music. Um, okay, now see, this is a very it's hard to categorize in a very good way. Um, when I say vibe, I mean it was more emotional, definitely more emotional. Maybe to the point where I as a person can't process it because I am a chronic overthinker. It is what I do, it is who I am, but it comes with its perks. However, that was a very emotional song in terms of not emotional in a negative sense, but it was a thing where you could just chill and vibe to. And I think basically the how I define vibe anyways, the frequency, the emotional vibration, or the how the feeling, and that is why I call it an emotional song rather than an intellectual song. And it's a very good emotional song. It's not a negative emotional song. It's a positive emotional song, and I think that's it does things in the you know what I'm sorry, that is better than some of Lil Uzi Vert's song, and obviously every artist will have a bad song. But what I'm trying to say here is David Weston, that keep it up, keep going. You just need to get people to listen to it, like you were saying in the song, trying to get people to listen to my sound, or was it my vibe? I think it was my sound. Keep doing that, and eventually, not eventually, but no, sooner rather than later, you will get a following. I think we as artists, especially when we're doing it, how do we say, independently, really don't have the same facilities, but they can have all them ones. We in the underground will have all y'all who actually are talented and just happen to lack one or two skills like marketing, and it's not really a marketer should need marketing, not anybody else. But hey, that's just the way it is. But anyway, great song. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I doffed or I tipped, but you know what? You get a doff today, so that is Gust by David Wesson. Now for Angry Bird by Laken. Oh, and before I do play that next song as well, Yes, S. It is same time next Sunday. We are trialing Sundays and Wednesdays. I say trialing. I think this is just a thing we'll be doing now. So if anything changes, I will let you know. However, as far as we're concerned, it's Friday. Sorry, not Friday. Wednesday and Sunday, every Wednesday, every Sunday, 5 p.m. And those that we don't actually play today, we will get through and play on Sunday and then continue from there. There was one I wasn't sure that I was gonna play because everything I can by Underdog Ether Dome seems like I have seen that cover before, so I didn't want to repeat when we have so many new ones that we could play. However, it could be a different song from the same album, and woe betide me if I was mistaken. So I am just going to play it in order. So everything. Wait, no. Angry Birds by Lakon first. What do you mean I can't play the current song? Um, okay, so Spotify is struggling here. So everything I can, Underdog. Okay, that was Everything I Can by Underdog. This was a better submission than the last one if you have submitted before because there was Underdog in the title of a song that was, and I'm pretty sure it's from exactly the same album. Um, Again, I reviewed it. I said a lot of good things about it. I said some things that could be improved, probably. Um, of all, and they were most likely the truth as it was. However, I remember having, so far as I'm concerned, I had a much better listening. I had a lot better enjoyment or listening or listen. There was a lot more enjoyment in the listening to it. I mean, there would have been some in the first one, but this was punk, and this was punk that was. I don't want to say, I don't, I don't want to say easy punk because that's definitely not what it was, but it had a melody as compared to the last one. And maybe it was just because I'm not really a punk guy, but you know, it was. the message was simple, everything I can. So if you're gonna have a lead song, I would recommend this one over the last one. I haven't heard any of the other ones. Maybe you started off with the worst foot. Maybe you started off with your personal favorite, but your personal favorite might not always be the crowd's personal favorite. But this, if you have, and I'm pretty sure I remember Ether Dome as an album. I remember this cover art. That's exactly its job. So yeah, very well, very very good. It was very good for what it was. Now I have two more songs left. If anybody would like to again do a bit of a queue jump and have it played today, that is fine. You'd be obviously have getting your music heard, and also you'd be supporting our live stream or broadcast, the show Doff Reviews, and of course, you'd also be doing both of us a favor. But we have two songs left. That is Breathless by JC Miller and I Broke Your Chains by Matt Cesar. So with that, we'll play Breathless.
I see the
right, right. That was Breathless by JC Miller from Notebooks from the West. Yeah, no, I could tell. I could tell. Um, again, now I don't know about you guys, but like I said, you know, there's when I say Western music, it is a genre. I'm sorry, whether or not you want to argue with me on this one, it is a genre, and we call it Western music. There are generally two types of Western music. There are what I like to call Mona Lisa music, which is something moaning or crying or feeling sad about something. I call that brooding music, right? And then there is breathless, reckless, wild music or happy music. You get something like Painted Desert by uh not Nina Simone, Invincible, now I have to go through Pop Benata or Pop Banata. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I've always been a huge fan. I've always wanted to ask her myself. But Pop Benata, I think is, and you have Painted Desert, and you get smooth but dangerous ones as well. But this one was more of a wild and explaining the danger of somebody. Queen's Necklace. Yeah, no, it's I, again, it's every once in a while you listen to a genre that you're not an expert in what it is, but you can just enjoy it because you're a fan of music, and this is definitely one of those ones. Really good productions, clear instrumentations. I love the guitar. I love the the way that he, like, JC Miller has gone through the effort. Notebooks from the West is the name of the album. Breathless is the name, but he's, because maybe he couldn't decide what to call it, but he thought they were both good names, so he's put an extra in it. He didn't remove, he just kept adding the good stuff, if you know what I mean. And you know what? This is actually very traditional, and this is very fitting. But you get a tip at the top, sir. You get a tip at the top, and I can just see him tipping his cowboy hat. But now I'm from UK, so we got a top hat, and that's the tip at the top there for you there. So JC Miller, Breathless, very good song. Now, as we said, we were gonna bring the night to a close with a song by Matt Scissor. And if I'm not saying that right, then come fight me, bro. No, I'm kidding. You just need to tell me how it is that I'm supposed to say that. But as far as I'm seeing, it's Matt Scissor. And if not, Kurt is also, we know how to say it properly. And I saw this song title as I was scanning through the list and trying to figure out how long it'd be and, who's what. I was just generally checking out the Twitter to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Yeah, no, I broke your chains. It seems like a very interesting concept for a song. I can already tell where he's going with this, so I've been wanting to play this pretty much all night. So let's check it out, guys.
Well, this train is off the tracks. It feels good to not be looking back. I left my parachute at school. I'm like a cat with 9 lives. I'm the type to bring a knife to a gunfight just because it would look cool. I know what you're looking for. I won't fall for your tricks no more. I broke your chains, I'm out the door. The look on your face is priceless. I got a camera, so I might just take a picture and save it for a rainy day. You're so confused, but these days you haven't got a clue. You tilt your head like a dog and sit and obey. I know what you're looking for. I won't fall for your tricks no more. I broke your chains, I'm out the door. smile. It's been a long time, I'm gonna join for a while. And this warm sun on my face, left through the memories, I took the cash. Got a new ride and a full tank of gas. Now roll credits as I leave this place. I know what you're looking for. I won't fall for your tricks no more. I broke your chains, I'm out the door.
What a song to end on. Yes, yes, yes. Ever since I saw that title, I was curious. I broke your chains and I am out of the door. Or just I Broke Your Chains by Matt Scissor. First of all, I doff to you, sir. And we ended on a glorious doff. Now, I mentioned Pop Benatar before. That was literally Breathless, literally the last track. She also has another track called Outlaw Blues. This is like a hypier version of that. I mean, straight off the gate, I mean, the music, the pace was to me so enjoyable. It was filled with energy, it had excitement. And to juxtapose it with it is a liberating song. It is a song of liberation. So there should be an element of jubilation. This I think it worked very well. The pace and it gives you a frantic feeling of breaking chains. Breaking chains is not a very gentle act, is it? So I love that. In terms of the should we say the language, if you would. I love and just that title alone is a picture, and a picture itself tells 1,000 words. That the only thing I did not actually fully understand until I was like, and I had an aha moment. Oh, please don't say take on me. Anyway, now I have aha in my head now. Lean on me. But anyway, now Broke Chains, very good for again. Kind of sideswiped there, didn't I? Yeah. So again, the energy, the pace, the imagery that it had, it's not a very gentle image at all. But it wasn't breaking someone else's chain so they can both be free, which was the thing that I thought. No, actually, it was breaking someone else's chains, the chains that someone had put on him so he can be free, which in itself was also even, I don't know, just as liberating, if not more, because it was an act of him breaking his own chains rather than someone having to liberate you. He liberated himself, so I love everything about that piece of art over there. And the album name is Forward. You guys feel free to check him out. Matt Scissor, spell MATTCSISZAR. I Broke Your Chains. Such an amazing song to end with today. Like I said, all the other songs we will get to next Sunday, because we're doing Wednesdays and Sundays now, 5 p.m. each day. Like I said, feel free to message us, hit us up on our socials, let us know, is there anything about the show that you'd like changed? There was one thing, which was you'd like to see the videos as well. We worked on that, but we decided we'll put a little box on that for next time. So everything is set from that, because we'll have that handled. It's been a brilliant show, and I've had such a great time hanging out with you guys. Thank you for making this a good show. And for all our listeners and all our viewers that are watching now and that have been watching earlier today and are going to watch, and I've made it this far as well, I take my hat off to you and I doff. You have a brilliant evening, day, afternoon, morning, whenever you see this. And right now it is evening. So to you guys, have a great evening.